Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Had a great couple of days exploring Washington D.C. Not the best weather, so that's why today we've decided to head on out. But before we go, we thought we would show you guys around our campsite here at the Greenbelt Campground. Let's go. The Greenbelt Campground was a top-notch choice for us, conveniently located near the metro station for easy transport to Washington D.C. We also enjoyed the Little Greenbelt National Park Visitor Center with its unique display of local animals and area information. Our RV spot was a great location with a lush, quiet surrounding for a peaceful night's sleep. So we even had a little picnic table and campfire, but unfortunately it was wet. I was really looking forward to having some s'mores, but didn't get that chance. But really pretty. So if we do happen to visit Washington D.C. again, we'll definitely be booking the Greenbelt Campground. And hopefully the weather is much better and we can use this.
Could have cooked on it.
I know.
It's pretty good that they have a like a little burner here that you can cook on.
Yeah.
On top of the fire pit. And you can change the height.
What? That is cool.
That's good.
How awesome. So
Next time.
So I've been spending this morning watching little squirrels just outside the window, jumping around. They're so cute. That's the only wildlife we've seen though. Could have seen a raccoon or a skunk even, but
I don't want to say a skunk.
It'd be alright to see you walking around.
In the visitor centre it was nice seeing one. This is the mat we got the other day, which I'm going to cut up to make step treads, because this is a little bit more grabby and will take some of the stuff off our shoes before we track it through the rest of the RV. Just trying to minimise that tracking into the RV. Okay, let's cut this. I've already pre-measured one and I've started the cut. Hopefully I can just use the steamer. That would be a lot easier. Okay, it seems to be working. Luckily on the back there's all these tiny little 2mm squares on the back of the rubber, so I'm just going to run the knife along that line, and that, as long as I can keep it fairly straight and in between those two lines, it won't give me much deviation. Okay. Okay. Not really designed to cut. I don't know what they used to cut, but it's a lot cleaner than what I've just done. Nevertheless, well, got something, I guess, I don't know what we're going to do with that. I try not to waste material. Now, I know I need a 33 and a half. Oh, I'll be back, we're going to go measure the stairs. This is where it's going to be a lot trickier, because there's technically lines I could follow this way, but this way they're little triangles that don't really make up squares. It's going to be a lot more difficult. It's not easy. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, it's a lot easier to cut this way. Whereas going this way, there's not really lines. Worst part is I've got to do 2 of these cuts. And don't worry, I'm cutting in the groove. There's a groove there, that's what I'm cutting in. So I won't cut the table. Plus there is plenty of material. I'm only just going through the rubber, not through the actual fabric. That's why I had to run the knife again, just to help alleviate, because there was a little bit of material there. So. Did I mention how much this sucks? Oh. I think I may have gone a little bit wayward. A little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna go test this. Let's go and see what it looks like. Is this the top one or the bottom? This is the bottom one. Okay, I might have to cut a sliver off it because it's just not quite right. But you get the idea. Done that one. Now I got to do this one and then we'll be good to go. Okay, moment of truth. So there's there. I want to put that this way. There you go. Awesome. Happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy. That is really good. So now you can catch everything off our shoes before we come in. Awesome.
Alright, I guess first test ride. Because there's a lot of stuff that sticks to your shoes out here.
So now we have a
Feels spongy.
yeah, we have a second defense
Yeah,
now.
it kind of does take a lot off your shoes.
Yeah, just kick it out the door. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Kind of don't need the top one, just the bottom one.
Now that we have tidied up the RV for the day and Dylan has finished his little project, it's time we hit the road and leave behind this peaceful campground, which has a beautiful scenic drive through the Greenbelt National Park on the way out. Alright, so long to the Greenbelt campground. We had a lot of fun here in DC and now we're hitting the road.
We're gonna have to come back for the Capitol, Capitol building.
A few other
There's
things.
a few other things that we missed out on, but which means we have to come back and do it all again. Hopefully with some friends and family.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just scoped out.
Yeah. So, on to the highway and off we go.
Yep. We're heading west.
Yes, west.
This is the journey westward.
Yep,
Back to Vegas.
exactly. Back to Las Vegas.
Alright,
Let's go.
on to another highway and on our way.
Okay, so a little update. I was searching on Google Maps to where the next state line is, and turns out we have been in Maryland for the past few days at the Greenbelt campground. We had no idea.
No idea.
No idea. So we just ticked off another state, Maryland.
We're driving across it right now. We'll be heading into West Virginia.
Yes, very soon we're going to be crossing into West Virginia. But yeah, how crazy is that? That's cool. We didn't even know it. As we drove along the highway toward West Virginia, Dylan noticed something wasn't right. He could feel a vibration coming from one of the front wheels. We decided to stop at a Love's Travel Stop with a repair shop, but since it was late, we had to wait until the next morning to have it checked out.
So we're about to pull up here, and the guys at the Love's Truck Care are going to check out the front of the RV, mostly the front right. I believe there's either a tyre issue, like tyre delamination on the inside, could be a drum out around, like a brake drum out around, could be a wheel bearing issue. But we've been having it for a little while now, so we're going to get it sorted here today at Love's Truck Care. So they're going to check it out here in a second, and we're going to go from there. Okay, the signal's in, let's go. Find out soon enough. Okay, well, we've got a worn driver's tyre. Everything else is looking alright. Wheel bearings seem okay. Brake pads looking alright. So unless we've got a drum out around, which is something they can't check here, but we're going to go ahead and place a driver's tyre because the one on the driver's tyre is badly worn on the inside, which I hadn't spotted. God. How the hell did I get this in here? Ugh. I did such a good job wrapping it up too. It's like a Christmas present. Oh yeah, Stacey had a birthday. Here's a $1,000 tire.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it out. They can get it on. I'm really glad we kept that rear inner. We were able to switch that out today, and the one that was currently on there we're going to toss out. They said, oh, you can retread it, but you never put a retread on the front, and we can't put these tyres on the rear because they're a different size on the rear. Even though they're so very, very close, they're still a different size, so we're not going to do that to the axle. Long story short, it's a really good idea with us keeping the old one that we have, which was the new one, the newish one that was on the rear. The other three were junk on the rear axle when we got changed out in Las Vegas. But yeah, it's come in handy. Now we've got the this front one removed, which has got the really bad worn inner edge. They did say about retreading it, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave it here with these guys and continue on our way. So now we don't have a spare tyre in the RV anymore. So if this was at any other mechanical shop, you're probably looking at 200 bucks. 47 bucks.
47?
Loves are the way to go. $47.
That is really good.
Okay, we've got to start her up and we're going to get out of here.
Awesome. While still at Love's, Dylan filled up the RV with propane and also emptied our tanks before once again hitting the road. We mainly travelled along the interstate, but we did a detour slightly to see a historic spot, which is that cottage across the street. That little small building right in front of us across the road is, George Washington's headquarters.
Yep.
Back from 1700s. Wow.
1794.
1753 on that side. Oh no, that's his trailer. Oh. We love all these cute American towns. The weather was already doom and gloom, but then it got worse. And I'm not just talking about the rain. Our RV Disco Dave all of a sudden lost boost. Luckily, we have a mechanic on board and he pulled over to figure out what was wrong. The gasket bolts between the exhaust and turbo manifolds had fallen out. Wrong mounting hardware was used, and so Dylan had to contact the installer to let them know of our issue.
August, and got an exhaust manifold changed over by the shop in Las Vegas. And long story short, I'm currently sitting in Maryland on the other side of the country with a exhaust manifold. Like the gasket between the turbo and the manifold has blown out because there is no bolts. The bolts have disappeared. I did notice this loss of power a couple of days ago, but it's because of all the hills here. I literally have no power. So when they've done the whole manifold and changed over, it was all new bolts, all new gaskets, everything. The person mustn't have done them up properly or whatnot, I don't know. But the original manifold was on there for 24 years, never had an issue. And now I'm stranded on the other side of the country.
Okay, let me touch base with our foreman and let's see what we can do something to do for you, okay? Look at your report.
Thank you. We'll find out if they're going to do anything about it. I'm hoping they do something about it.
Our mission is to be the front.
Since there aren't any of their workshops around here, we'll have to track down a mechanic and the parts ourselves. The good news is they'll cover everything so we can get back on the road and keep the trip going.
Update. These here are the part numbers. Found those out and I have since sourced them. So we've got the gasket and the studs. I can't find the nuts, but we're going to see if we can find something that will fit them, make them work. That way we can continue on our way and again get WW Diesel to figure it out later and fix it up properly. We just need to get it operational because we need to keep moving. So luckily for us there is a performance shop close that has been amazing to talk to. So that's been Shoes Diesel Performance, and they're in Frostburg. So they've been awesome to talk to. They're just regular guys, happy to help out people. So I'm going to head further down the road. There is a place that has the parts. It's a 20-minute drive. I don't know how long that's going to take us, especially when we have no power. But we're going to head there and then head back to the Shoe Performance guys and yeah, I guess whack the new gasket in and yeah, get it all bolted up. Pain in the butt. So it's amazing though. All you've got to do is have someone not do their job properly, and yeah, you end up with issues like this, because that's what it is. Unfortunately, the lovely guy who was awesome just mustn't have done them up tight enough on the nuts and bolts, and here we are. So yeah, unfortunately it is a major inconvenience for us, but we're going to get it sorted. How funny is it that I can't even tell if the front end is, like, if that tyre issue was fixed the issue that we had with the front end, with the rotating vibration that we're getting. I can't even tell because we've got no power, so I can't get it fast enough to figure that out. One thing after the next. Now we've got to make the 17-mile journey to Grantsville, and fingers crossed we make it. And then once we get there, get the parts, then drive back. I think it's like 10 miles to the performance shop. So give or take 25-30 miles of driving we've got to do.
With no go juice.
Well, with no one assisting. The turbo is not able to assist at this present stage. So I'm getting boost, but it's very minimal. Which luckily I have this scan gauge, which it tells me what the boost is. So I'm able to monitor that. And that's how I knew I had a massive boost leak. So I was thinking it was actually a couple, I was thinking it was a clamp or a hose had blown. Either a hose had ruptured or a clamp had come loose and one of the pipes had come off. That's what I was hoping. It was just a clamp.
Like an easy fix, but...
Yeah. But unfortunately not. It had to be that, which, give or take, probably hour and a half, 2 hours. Give or take. It's not the most easy thing to get into. You've got to go in the bed and climb down in. So, right, let's get heading, and yeah, fingers crossed we make it.
It was a slow drive to where we could hopefully get the right parts.
Right, well, I've got all the parts I need. Well, let's head back to down the road. Hopefully we can get all that sorted. Alright, well, Shoes Performance, is it Shoes?
Shoes, I think.
Shoes Diesel Performance are going to sort us out. So, cool. Going to work along with them and get it all done. Okay, well, these guys are smashing it out of the park.
Yeah, they're gonna have
They've already got it ready to go, ready to slap the new one in.
Have us back on the road in no time.
Yeah, a couple of hours. Okay, well, this is the saviour. This is David. He's getting us sorted today. So, and then there's who have we got down the bottom? Who's the wrench catcher?
We got Ben down there catching today. Yeah.
He's catching wrenches.
Yeah.
But
that there, the back two have the studs. That one there's been drilled out both sides.
And that's on the front.
Yeah, the outside.
So that's on the outer side, not the block side.
Yep, that's the outer side. It should have threads in the turbo end. They're drilled out.
Oh shit! So he's really screwed me.
Yeah, they drilled 2 holes out, and then this here's the one, the manifold should have threads in it, but it's drilled out.
Oh my.
If you got a wrench, it'll fit in.
Look at that. Wait, what did you just say? We're done? It's almost been 2 hours. Almost been 2 hours.
We even had a nice get together and knew everybody.
Yeah, we've even had a chit chat and manufactured some more bolts. Okay, well in a minute we'll fire her up and make sure there's no leaks.
Dave and his team had to custom make and modify bolts to fix the issue. We're incredibly grateful to the crew at Shoes Diesel Performance for getting us back on the road.
Okay, well we're done. We can put this down. These guys have absolutely knocked it out of the park today. How good was that, Stace?
Yeah. Awesome.
Less than 2 hours.
We have boost!
We have boost! Whoa, we're already going faster than we've been today.
Woo! We're back, baby!
Your roof may be affected by flash
Disco
flooding.
Dave is back. It's not your fault, buddy.
Happy days! Oh, happy days!
Well, Disco Dave is back to 100%. Tire situation seems to be fixed. Boost issue that we discovered today is now fixed, and they smashed it out in record time.
Yep.
Can't complain there.
Nope.
And only 360 bucks. Charged me for 3 hours work and 2 guys were working on it.
Welcome to West Virginia! We just
Country road,
take me home
to
to the place I belong, West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
I don't know the rest.
Take me home.
We're stoked everything worked out, and even happier to have made some new friends along the way. All in all, not a bad day at all. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you all in the next video.